Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome to Frostpunk. Yeah, I figured I'd play something a little bit different today. I figured something new was in order, so yeah, here we go. We're going to play a new home, which is the starting scenario in this game. I've played it a little bit, had a little bit of a crack, and oh boy, what a game. What a gorgeous, beautiful little game. I mean, little? It's not really little, but, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is, I guess it's kind of a city builder where you have to manage your resources, of which there are many, including wood, steel, coal, food, raw food, temperature, the people, so that they can man all your machines and stuff. Ugh. All right, here we go. Intro time.
Still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We lost our world to snow, and with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Boom. There you go. What an intro, huh? So we're in, like, this post-apocalyptic world of some description in, like, Victorian times. We got, like, frost and cold and everything's really nasty. We fled from London and crossed the sea to the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the side of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now, as that the world as we know it has crumbled. There you go. So, here it is. This is our generator, and this bad boy is what we need to fuel up and get running. Right? Fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. So we need to stockpile some coal. Now what we can do is we've got some coal floating about on the map here. Alright, what I'm going to do is just to flat out assign 15 people to just walk out into the snow and pick up some coal and bring it back for us. Alright, I could build some stuff, and I will build some stuff, but I'm just having a look. So we've got some coal. This is like a piece of steel wreckage. We've got some wood crates over here, which we can harvest up for wood. More steel, more wood, more steel, more wood. Cool. Okay. So, what we're going to need is a gathering post, right? We need one of these bad boys. And we can set that up here. Yes. And then we need to draw a street back from this, back to the central hub so that people can walk on the street, right? So we can get that kicked off. We may as well... Oh, never mind. We also need 15 wood. So we're going to need to manually gather some wood as well once we're good to go. So we can get that kicked off as well. Did we need some more steel for that? 5 steel. We've got 5 steel. Okay. 5 steel, 4 wood, 39 coal. We've got 1 steam core, which comes into play later on. At the moment, it's not something that we need to really super worry about. We have 100 raw food to get us started. And then food rations, which is food that's been cooked up. We have a whole fat 0 of those. So, alright. Our boys are heading off. They're gathering up some stuff. They're going to build up this gatherer's hut as well. And it'll help us to get started with the resources that we need. Okay, cool. So now that that's there, we'll pull the people out of this pile and put them straight into the gathering post itself, which will be more efficient, right? And it's warmer in there. It's lovely. As opposed to out here, where it's just a coal pile sitting in the snow. So here, at least they've got somewhere which has got a little fire, and they can roll out and, grab that stuff and bring it back to the steam core. We should be able to bring this bad boy online now. Yes, we can. Boom. And there you go. You can see there's like a heat bloom coming out from this bad boy. Oh, hang on. There's a quest. Dude. No roofs over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We'd better do something about it. I'll provide shelter for air. Okay. Some shelter. All right, here we go. So each of these quests, if you say no, then you get discontent. If you say, I'll provide some shelter, then it raises people's hope. But you only have to do like 4 houses, right? 40 people is 4 houses. Or if I say everyone, I have 2 days to build 8 houses. And you know what? I reckon we can do that. I reckon we could stretch that far. So what we're going to do is, first things first, we're going to get this bad boy set up here. And then we're going to connect that with the road back like this. We can then turn this guy off because we've got 21. Okay, I'm just doing the maths in my head here because we need to build some tents, right, for the people. And they cost 10 wood. So I need to get 80 wood stockpiled as quickly as possible. Which means... Hello? Captain, when facing demands, remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. Thank you, I'll bear that in mind. Alright, so, this bad boy is now getting built. This bad boy can get turned off momentarily, because we're pushing deeper into the day. The shadows are lengthening. And everyone's going to return back to the central core, to the warm spots, to get themselves some heat once the day is done. So, I think we should be okay to pull these guys. I'll tell you what, I'll wait until the end of day. And then, there we go, we'll do it now. There we go, and we'll bump this one up. And that should help us to get started on the wood gathering tomorrow. We got 4 people sick and 80 homeless people. So, here's where the fun begins. What we got to do is make it through the evening, build a bunch of tents. I mean, we can probably get some started right now. Yeah, we can. Okay, 1, 2. All right, and then when some more wood comes in tomorrow, we can build the rest of those tents out. Okay, a number of seekers rising. We don't have enough materials to build a medical post. Perhaps a short burst of effort could help us gather the necessary resources. Aha! All right. This takes us to the next thing. So, there's technically 2 tech trees in this. There's a tech tree, which is where you research stuff, but then there's this guy. This is the Book of Laws, which is where you write, you start off with, there's purpose, and then there's, there's different disciplines that help you to get, like, purpose is getting stuff done, right? So this is like, emergency shift is the first one. Sometimes we have to concentrate on the task at hand, okay? And I'm going to sign this one. But then later on we get things like, all right, well, radical treatment and sustained life, cemetery or a corpse disposal, things that basically, a corpse disposal means, drag the bodies out into the snow and just ignore them. Or cemetery means, okay, we'll build a cemetery and actually bury people properly. And everything that you do affects how people are going to react and how people are going to feel. So, like, the emergency shift makes a building work for 24 hours, which is extremely handy. But it raises discontent when you do it. But we kind of need that because I need all of this wood to be in. Okay, there we go. Start of day. These guys are going off. They're going to go and start gathering wood for us. And hopefully, during today, we will be able to go, alright, cool, I can afford another one. Boom. And I'm just keeping an eye on the wood at the moment. And just as it ticks up, I'm just building a new tent. The generator hums its reassuring warmth and have food. Oh. Alright, we need a cookhouse. But I need to get this shelter thing done. Okay, so we need 3 more after this. I'm going to set this to 24 hours. So that these boys just keep gathering wood for me. And I can just keep laying down the templates for these guys. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. Just one more, boys. That's all we need. And then everyone can sleep at home in a tent. Which we can later upgrade, which is quite nice. But, one more wood. Come on, guys. There we go. Lovely. Okay. So, now, everyone is homed. The law that we enacted a moment ago, there's a timer where you can only enact a law every certain fighting arena. Nothing relieves tension better than watching a few rounds of an all-out slugfest. Fighting arena reduces discontent. Oh, that's kind of cool. I want one of those. I haven't built one of those before. Let's do that. And let's look at what we need to get. Yeah, okay, so we need 20 wood online before we can, or 20 wood in our stockpiles, I should say, before we can bring on board the cookhouse, which is the next thing that we need to do. So we need to build a hunter's hut or a hothouse. We can't build a hothouse just yet because we haven't researched it, but we can build a hunter's hut. And then we need a cookhouse, which is where people can cook the food that we bring in, either from the hunters or from a hothouse. And a hothouse is like a greenhouse, but it's heated to be actually able to grow food in that place, which is pretty rad. It's pretty rad. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. These guys are still cranking 24 hours. They're doing quite well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to expand along this spine here, right? So these spines I tend to use as like just a way to keep everything connected up, right? So we're going to go like this. We're going to get the cookhouse there, and then the hunter's hut needs another 20, but we're almost there with that. How are we doing with these guys? Okay, so these stockpiles, there's 21 remaining there and 91 remaining there. There's a little bit of steel left, and then this becomes useless, which is a bit sad, but this is just like the immediate resources that are lying about, and then later on we'll be able to tap into these, hey, shelter promise fulfilled. Everyone feels relief for the roof, even a flapping one over their head. Hope rises. Boom. There you go. So that jumps up, discontent slides down. My people are happy. My people feel like things are going well, and that, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the most important things in this game. Alright. Work shift starts. This should still be cranking. It should be pulling, yeah, 4.2 per hour wood and 2 per hour of steel. Now, the balancing act here is I could... Okay, there's our cookhouse. I'll assign 5 workers to that. Get them to start making standard meals out of the raw foods that we have. So we have 12 now that are ready to go. And we need to start getting some more raw food to help sort of populate that up. Right, so I could start expanding out to these further resource piles that are over here and back here. But at this stage, I don't think we super duper need them. And I need to keep... I mean, I've got 40 people unemployed. So there's 25 workers, 15 engineers, and then 15 children, which we don't make the children work. That's fine. So here we go. I'm going to put the hunter's hut on this spine here because I plan on expanding my heating. So this guy's providing heating to the central hub, which is where all the people live at the moment. And then as we go out this way, I plan on building another heating extension out here to keep some of the, buildings like this and medical buildings and that sort of stuff. I plan on putting them out this way where I can put a new heater and keep them okay. So that is our hunter's hut taken care of. I feel like I really want to get this fighting arena done. What does it need? 15 wood. Okay. So we're going to wait until we get another bit of wood in. 83 and 6 and 7 steel. Okay, so this resource pile back here is going to start to become depleted momentarily, but that's okay. That's okay. Once that's done, we can expand out over here and see how we go about harvesting that up, and then soon we'll start the research to be able to harvest up these frozen trees with a sawmill, which is going to be super handy. With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind, build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. Okay, so we need to build a workshop, a beacon, rescue survivors of the lost expedition. Nice, I can do that. But first, I want this bad boy. I've never built one of these before. I've only played the game for, I don't know, half an hour or so, an hour. It's been, oh god. Oh man, I really enjoy this game. Why functioning? Oh, we're out of raw food. Okay, that's fine, because we got our hunter's hut online, so I'm going to assign some people into there to get them hunting for us. So basically what happens with these guys is when the sun goes down, you'll see them trudge off into the wilderness to go out looking for animals to eat and bring back. They'll bring back the raw foods. They'll produce, I think, 15 a day. There you go. So they'll bring back 15 raw food a day, which then from here gets turned into, so 2 raw food creates 4 food rations, right? So 15 becomes 30, which means we'll have 30 food rations per day. Okay, fighting arena has been established in accordance with the new law. Hope rises. Boom. Discontent drops. Excellent. So here, what are you guys worried about? The 24-hour shift is still ongoing, but it should time out momentarily. Cooldown 2 hours. Okay, cool. The other thing that we can do to bring discontent down is to start looking into 2 things. One, medical posts, right? So we need 25 wood for that bad boy. And then the second thing we're going to need to consider is a workshop, which we can build right now and get some research underway. So I'm going to pop that here as well on this to be heated spine. And once this guy gets built, it'll uncover the tech tree, and we can move on from there. I worry though. Let's see, where are my people deployed? So we got coal. Where are we, dude? So we got 10 people working on coal, 10 people working on wood and steel, 15 cooking, and then 5 cooking and then 15 hunting. I'm going to need to have some people employed in the workshop when that comes online, but the workshop actually uses engineers. So like, workers are just standard labor and engineers are skilled labor, right? So they're able to do the crafty special things like researching stuff and tending to the sick and that sort of thing. So yeah, this will take engineers once it comes online. And then the next building that we're going to build, when we've got 3 more wood, geez, it comes in so slowly at this point in the game, but it is just like the start of the game. It's totally fun. What's going on here? Oh, this is okay. I haven't seen any of this. This is fine. How to move, resources and workforce. Certain buildings only employ engineers and others only employ workers. There you go. So that's what I was just talking about, with the difference between engineers and workers being skilled labor versus just regular Joes. Okay, cool. Workshop online. Add some engineers to that. Research. Boop. Okay, so the first thing we need to research is going to be a beacon. Because that's our next challenge, is to go out and find more people. Because like I said at the start of this, people are a resource in this game. You know, it's human resources. I need people to man my, you know, to haul stuff in from the gathering posts. I need people to hunt for food for us. I need people to go and cook the food for us. And if we don't have those people, well, our buildings become less efficient. We don't have, like, it just becomes very difficult to keep things ticking along. So we definitely need to go out and find more people. And after all, these are our buds. Like, we're on our way from London to find this city, and the blizzard scattered us to the winds, right? So we want to catch up with them. We want to bring them home. They could be our loved ones. They could be our, you know, workmates and, like, card buddies and all that sort of stuff. Oh, just missed that. There was the hunters were just carving their way out and heading up the wall over here. So, yeah. Anyway, but we need to rescue those guys and bring them home. So, the hunter's hut in operation. Hunts usually take 12 hours. They've been away for about 7, and they'll return with 15 raw food. So that's great, and that'll help keeping our food rations ticking along. The workshop is chugging away, or it will do, when tomorrow morning rolls around. And it'll start to get us towards getting that beacon online, and then we can form a scouting party and head off to find our friends. So there we are. Day 4. We are going to get a temperature drop. Oh dear. We're going to get a 2-level temperature drop tomorrow. And it'll come back up again later on, like in a couple of days' time. So these temperature drops, like -20 is normally where we sit. And this is how we currently look. Everything's fine. Everyone's warm-ish, comfortable, livable. These, very super comfortable. Everything's great in the central hub. It's a bit chilly in the fighting arena, but that's okay. So then, as we roll into day 4, we'll get a temperature event, which will throw the temperature down. Okay. Bundle up. It's getting colder. Okay, so the ice is coming in. We're dropping down to -40 degrees. And it's going to stay this way for a couple of days. And if we look at this bad boy here, okay, it's now chilly in everyone's homes. All of these places, it's cold in the gathering post, so people have a moderate risk of getting ill, which is not great. Low risk, moderate risk. Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of bad. This is kind of bad. When we have these temperature drops, we need to keep an eye on this, because if we do get like massive cold snaps, people can get sick. At the moment, we still can't afford a medical post, which is a bit of a problem. We'll just spin through. Here come the hunters. They're coming back. They've brought 15 food with them back with them, and that'll then get turned into rations. Okay, what's this? Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city. Oh, well, there you go. But she's sure that they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team. She urges you to hurry. We'll do what we can. We are researching it. So it is definitely something that we're going to do. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll get a medical post online. I think that's important. We'll do it here. Like I said, this area will have... so in the tech tree, under heating, there's a thing called a steam hub. And this guy allows us to create an additional smaller heat zone. So this'll help us to, heat this area up. And get things like back up to a reasonable level in this sort of area. So that'll be good. Cool. Right, so food's coming in, but it's very cold. Medical post is going up, so that's kind of hunky-dory. I think the cookhouse, because it's so cold in here, the facility has been shut down. People will... no, I don't want that. Oh, I don't have it yet. Okay. We can also, in heating... we can get heaters, which means we can heat individual buildings, which may be something we want to consider. But at this particular point in time, I think we're kind of okay. Can we do this? Oh. Overdrive. And if we look at the temperature now... Okay. So it's now livable in people's homes. It's chilly on the outskirts, but we can push the overdrive on to keep people's homes warm. So I don't need to do that right now. What I might do is wait until nighttime when people are in their tents. And then I'll push the overdrive on. Hello? What have we here? Treat the gravely ill. One of our people is gravely ill. You must sign the radical treatment law. The gravely ill will be treated in medical posts, but may undergo risky amputations as a result. Alternatively, you must sign the sustained life law to keep them alive until we build an infirmary. Okay, well, hang on a second. Before we do that, where the heck is infirmary? How deep is that? Medical post upgrade. Infirmary. Right, that's all the way down in level 2. I can probably do that. Okay, let's push in that direction this time. Last time, I did sign the radical treatment law, which basically allows surgeons, when they think that someone's got frostbite that's really, really bad, they'll just lop their leg off. But the problem is, when someone's an amputee, they can't work anymore. So you still have to, like, look after them. But, sustain life, the gravely ill will be kept alive, but untreated in medical posts. Hope will rise slightly. Discontent will rise slightly. The gravely ill will not be treated and remain a burden, while they do when they're an amputee anyway. And the gravely ill will take up beds in medical... Ooh. Taking up beds is actually a tricksy one. Okay, we're gonna sustain life. It's gonna mean that we're gonna need to build more medical posts. Right. Okay, so our beacon has been researched. Let's build that bad boy up. Tech beacon, and we'll pop that out here. Or we'll pop it back over here somewhere. I kind of want it so that it's kind of not close to anything that we need to worry about. Let's just pop it here behind the hunter's hut. And the beacon here, alright, that's, we'll center the view again. The beacon is going to pop up a balloon, and then we can go off and find our new buds. So, let's carry on. Get that underway. Oh man, this is great. Alright, next thing, I want to research Steam Hub. That's going to be critical for heating this section here, and then we can use overdrive, like, as we push into the evening. I'll wait until, there we go. End of shift, overdrive on. Good, so everyone's going to come into the center of town, and they can be livable. Very low risk of getting ill, because it's livable in their homes, and I think that's very, very important. Right, we're no longer lost and blind. From now on, our people will be able to survey the icy barriers that surround us, the Frostland. Okay, let's have a look. So the balloon goes up, and it starts shining its light out in the Frostland, and we can get up there and look around to see what there is to see. So, there's our lost expedition right there. Oh, we've spotted them straight up. And there's a gloomy cave. So, in order to go out and rescue these guys, we need to create a new scouting team. And for that, we need some wood, which we don't currently have. We've only got 6. And we need 5 workers, which we do have, which is great. And this... Okay, this gathering post no longer has any resources near it. Let's deconstruct that. So that can be dismantled. And then we can look at setting another one up there. There we go. Okay, resources. Oh, we'll have to wait until that gets deconstructed first. And then we'll build a new resource post up here to start gathering these ones. And then we can get our scouting party done. What's this? Ready to search. We did need a win. Excellent. Wow. Okay, bad healthcare is still a problem. We do have one controversial law. No, we don't. Okay. People are still upset about that emergency shift that we enacted quite some time ago, which is you know, understandable. But we are pretty much, at this stage, doing pretty well. That's been taken down. Gathering post. Next to these wood piles here, please. Right about, I guess there. And then we'll just connect the road so that it comes up from this existing road. Oh dear. We don't have enough wood to build a road. That's not great. That's not super great at all, guys. Alright. Well, what we'll do... Oh, someone died? Oh, no. There are 3 gravely ill, but it's because we can't heat the medical post that people are... Yeah, see, it's inoperative at the moment. Dang. Okay. One of our people just died. Sickness, accidents, and deadly cold will keep claiming lives in this harsh world. We need a way to dispose of the body. Okay. Well, this is what I was talking about earlier. In the Book of Laws, we can either have a cemetery, where we build a lovely cemetery where hope will rise slightly and everyone will be fine, and each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours. It's not great, but I'd rather that they, you know, have that. And then corpse disposal is you just drag people out to the edge of the town and put snow over them. Which I don't think is really that great. Honestly, I think that's kind of... That's not cool. So I think we should go down this path. But I need to wait 7 hours. Because you have to wait a certain period of time after signing a law before signing a fresh one. So, yeah. But I think that's something that we might come back to next time, because I'm enjoying this, and I think I'm going to keep pushing through on this playthrough, see if I can do a little bit better than I did last time. Oh, there's people are dying, so people are getting a bit unhappy about that. All right, yeah. Hopefully, I can do better than I did last time. Hopefully, these deaths can be stemmed. Hopefully, we don't overdrive our generator until it explodes, and yeah, hopefully it goes well, and hopefully you join me then. Thanks, friends. See you next time.